took so many L's, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me When I've been up his magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can't get. We gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number one from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 22 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Get it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line. Ready.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll run on first down. Boyle, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Watch the safety creep.
Check 5.
On second down, this is Harris. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. 30 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all he get away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a first and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Walk time.
Running right, Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Dallas.
Ready? Get 2. Hey, watch the slip.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6. And he'll find Hall. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back to throw now on first down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunt.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 20. Three-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Defense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
He's got Daly. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Championship, baby. Check.
On second down, Collins. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Let's go, let's go.
Hey, foxtrot.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. Got you. I got you, son. Let's go.
Throwing his Allen on third. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This complete to Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side with Jones. A gain there of 21 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
2nd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll set up a throw. He wants it all for the end zone. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Now, that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. That one good for 37 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. On 1st down, it's Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Back. Hey, Jet. Go.
Now a give to Collins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Harris. He's going to be very close to a 1st down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about it.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
10-2 stop. Yep. Hey, rock it, rock it.
Shift, watch the shift.
On first down, Irvin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On third down, it's Harris. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Jones has it.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Look at me, zipper. Get it.
They'll try to left side. Boyle. And an alley to run. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play that time for the Rams. 49 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run on first down. Harris. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. They'll run again with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Set, ready? 10 logo.
All day, dog. Watch tight end, watch tight end.
Let's go.
On third down, Boyle. And a decent effort, but they'll mark him down about 3 yards shy of the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
90, Wolf.
Watch the slant.
Speed grip.
Now here's another carry for Harris. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. On first down, it's Harris. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, it's Collins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They run with Collins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it with Jones. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Check. Slam. Defense.
On third down, Boyle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Right back to him on first down. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes...
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Harris. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Hey.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now again, right side, Boyle. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They'll run on first down. Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They run again with Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
Go! Check 26.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got this one complete to Perriman. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. back to throw.
I got you, boy.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Cowboys, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get